I get myself into all sorts of different situations. We talked in our last segment about old Jeremy Brandis, but we are going to shift gears, and we are going to call our first guest of the Sunday radio broadcast. By the way, you can hear us the mix on Tuesdays if you miss us live on Sundays.
Hello.
I believe there is our author, L.T. Marks. How are you, L.T.?
I'm fine, James. How are you?
Pretty good, actually. And by the way, for folks listening to us live, One Night, Fire and Desire is the latest from our author, L.T. Marks. Check out ltmarks.com for more information. Also, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as well, all L.T. Marks. She joins us today here on our big broadcast via the magic of Skype audio. Now, L.T., when you got started in the writing world, what brought you to want to be a writer?
It was just the desire to be something more than what I am right now. You know, you go to work every day and you clock in, you clock out, but you have desires of doing other things, and sometimes it's unimaginable, but you still reach out and try to grab hold of something that you think is possible. And because I didn't let fear hinder me, I have completed the book.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We've got L.T. Marks with us today. She joins us live here on the telephone. Coming up in our next segment, Echo to Locate. They will be with us on the telephone as well, or actually via the magic of Skype audio. And you're checking us out today here on The Mix on Tuesdays, and also JiggyJaguar.com, iHeartRadio, and 50-plus AM/FM stations across the country and around the world. Also check us out on Roku as well via our friends at AMFM247.com. L.T. Marks with us today. She joins us live here on Skype Audio. One Night, Fire and Desire is the latest from her. And I always ask this. I know that a lot of the authors, it's something they never get asked. But tell me about the cover of this book. Tell me a little bit about the cover art.
The graphic artist, his name is Reftone of L.A. He's wonderfully talented, and I gave him the premise of the book, and that is the artwork that he came back with. I believe it's hot. It lets you know that the book is full of fire.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. We've got L.T. Marks with us today. She joins us live here in our broadcast. Thanks for tuning in to the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Radio broadcast, of course, live here on KJAG Radio, and, of course, iHeartRadio as well. You can also join us Monday through Friday, 2 Central, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, and 1 p.m. Mountain Standard, or 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.com on the TuneIn apps and Radio Loyalty. And, of course, our app is available in both the app stores, Android and Google Play. And you can get more information at JiggyJaguar.com. L.T. Marks with us today. One Night, Fire and Desire. And she joins us today here on our big broadcast talking a little bit about this book. Now, when you decided to put this book together, what was the writing process? What did you have an outline you worked from? How did you bring this book to life, L.T.?
Well, about 6 years ago, I was at a low point, and I was sitting there, and I was having a conversation with God, and I was asking him to help me be more than what I am right now. And the two ladies that are the main characters in the book, they came to mind, which is Rachel and Monica. And, over a period of time, I would get thoughts in my head where to take the story. I would write it down. And, seriously, about 6 months ago, I was still feeling like I wanted to be something more than what I was at the time. And I was asking God that same thing. And the thought came to me, write the book. I've given you the story, write it. So I took all of those stories of the little notes that I had been taking on the two characters, and then I built the story. And before you knew it, I had 348 pages.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Right.
Wow. We have got author L.T. Marks joining us today. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, L.T. Marks. And, of course, the website, ltmarks.com. And she joins us today live as live can get. One Night, Fire and Desire is the latest from her. Coming up in a couple segments, we're going to have Echo to Locate, and also we will be talking to OMG Mo, great rap artist, and of course the creator of the Squirt Watch, who we met in Vegas when we were out there for the Porn Awards. He will be with us on Skype a little bit later on, but right now LT Marks joins us. One Night, Fire and Desire is the latest from her. Now, do you ever envision that this book could become a TV show or a movie or something of that nature?
Yes, I do. I see my characters on the big screen. They are funny people. They're relatable. And, you know, it would be in my wildest dreams. But I'm dreaming big, and I can see them on the big screen.
Fantastic. Fantastic. It is One Night, Fire and Desire. We've got L.T. Marks with us today. She joins us live here on Skype audio to discuss her latest book. And when you decided to put this book together and go through the writing process and everything, what were some of the problems or some of the uphill battles that you faced as an author putting this book out there?
Well, you know, just kind of getting out of my own way. I'm used to being in the background, not doing interviews, not, you know, trying to sell something. So now that I have finished the book and it's out there, I have to be more talkative. I have to be more approachable and introduce myself to people and just get out there. And that is really my biggest hurdle. Because, you know, when I was writing, it was something that was private in my own writing room. But now that it's written, I have to speak it and talk it, and I have to do interviews, and I have to really be out there. And this is the hardest part for me. But I'm not going to let fear stop me.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. I think that is fantastic. We have got L.T. Marks with us today. You can find her at ltmarks.com, also Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and she's available on Facebook as well. One Night, Fire and Desire. It is L.T. Marks with us today. 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.com if you want to get a hold of us. Also, our brand new app is available, Android and Google Play, of course, as always, in both the app stores. Selected editions will appear on iHeartRadio and AM/FM, 247.com. And LT Marks with us today, One Night, Fire and Desire. And so when you put this book together, did you have anybody help you review the book or critique it or help you edit it? Did you give advance copies to people and then do some rewrites? How did that all work for you?
I did. I gave, first I started with family, and I couldn't get them to actually sit down and read it. So then I had a co-worker of my husband. She read the book, and I didn't think she was going to come back to me in one day, but she said she couldn't put the book down. She read it to the end. She got involved with the characters, and she was mad at Derek and upset with Monica, and she was just like, wow, you really wrote a good story. And it just gave me the courage that I needed to see this thing through. And I've had, you know, people help me proofread it and get past all of the typos and all the things that authors go through when they're trying to publish their book.
Fantastic, fantastic. It is L.T. Marks with us today. One Night, Fire and Desire. She joins us live here on Skype audio, and of course, we will have this video. We'll also have the audio. We'll have everything on our website at JiggyJaguar.com. Thanks for listening to us here today. 50-plus AM/FM stations across the country and around the world. And, of course, iHeartRadio as well. On-demand podcasts available on our website, JiggyJaguar.com. gmail.com. And, of course, thanks for tuning in and being a big part of our program today. Our guest on Skype Audio, of course, is LT Marks. One Night, Fire, and Desire is the latest from her, and she joins us today here on Skype Audio. Now, this book, you've put a lot of time and effort into this. We've gotten a lot of rave reviews and feedback from folks that have either seen the book, purchased the book, looked the book over. What's next for you as an author?
We're coming out with the next series. The story is kind of a cliffhanger, so we go into the next book, which is One Night, Fire, and Ice. And that should be hitting stores by the end of the summer.
Fantastic. So talk to me a little bit about where you see that book going. What are some of your goals for the second book?
Well, you know, it's like a continuation of the story. So once both books are available, that whole storyline is what I see on the big screen.
Fantastic. Fantastic. It's definitely going to be an amazing time, and is a great time to speak with an amazing author today, L.T. Marks, with us today here via the magic of Skype Audio. One Night, Fire, and Desire is the latest from her, and she is amazing, and we are going to take a brief time out here, but before we do that, before we end the interview for today, LT, talk to me about some of the feedback that you've gotten on the book as far as social media feedback, and you know, just looking for the feedback there, my friend.
The critic said that she thought it was an excellent story. She loved the family camaraderie, and that it was going to be a good seller for me. And most of the people who have read it have loved the characters and felt like they were watching a movie as they were reading it.
Well, it is definitely a great book. I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on, and we will definitely talk to you soon. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and LT, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on. And
definitely.
Again, go to my website, lteemarks.com. Take a look and see.
Fire and Desire. It's out there. One Night, Fire and Desire. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it, my friend. There she goes, L.T. Marks. Echo to Locate is coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.